So the first biggest excuse that people use when they embark on a transformation, or actually that stops them and limits them actually doing their own transformation, is the excuse not having enough time. Now, if you keep using that excuse, basically the only reason why you're using that excuse is because you're not making it a priority. When you make it a priority, when you make your health a priority, you'll find the time. Literally everything becomes a priority based around that transformation. So the second excuse people use is not having enough money. Now, when I personally do healthy eating, I actually save money. I actually spend less on healthy eating. And the way to get around this is actually giving up the things that are going to cost you a lot of money. So for example, I don't spend my days in coffee shops eating cakes and coffee. I don't go out getting pissed. I mean, I've been on nights out when I was a lot younger, and I've actually spent almost £80 on taxis. You know, when you wake up the next morning and think, why have you even spent that much money on that kind of thing? So when you get a bit more focused on why you're actually doing something, then you will actually start saving money in the right areas and then making that a priority, eating healthily, when actually it is even more expensive than eating badly. The third biggest excuse that people use when it comes to getting in shape, transforming the body, transforming the mind, whatever it is getting the right knowledge. Now, you can go online, you can find a book on pretty much anything, mindset, nutrition, training, pretty much any subjects you want. And then once you've got that knowledge, the main issue you have is taking action on it. So that's all you need to do, get the knowledge and then take action. So now we've got the three excuses out of the way, you really need to understand why you're doing this. Now, personally for me, you know why I'm doing this transformation. For the last year, it has been a complete wipeout for me. I had cancer, my dad died, and I don't want to slip back into that depression. So this isn't about having the best pecs or the best abs, it's about feeling good for me and actually, putting on a bit of size, getting my muscles back, getting my strength back. So you need to really understand why you want to do a transformation. It could be anything. It could be you want to drop 2 dress sizes for a wedding. It could be you want to feel better about yourself when you go out in a social situation. It could be, you just want to feel better, you want to feel stronger. You need to decide specifically what it is and why you want to do your transformation. So now you understand why you're doing this, you need to create absolute piercing laser focus on that goal. So basically, you've got something called your reticular activation system, which is in your brain, and once you make that decision, once you've clearly made a decision on that result and you've got complete focus on it, you're going to find a way. You basically, you'll start giving up things naturally, your subconscious will start making different decisions than what you're normally doing, and literally your brain will find a way to get to that goal. Once you've got complete focus and you set off on your journey to change yourself and make yourself a better person, the truth is you're going to have people becoming negative around you. You're going to notice who's going to lift you up and who's going to try and drag you down. Now, the reason people do this is because they would rather you just stay at their level or be lower than them, so they don't actually have to feel like they've got to rise up and be a better person themselves, because they're probably quite lazy around that. So once you've got that focus and you're going to embark on that journey, expect people to be negative, expect people to start dragging you down, but just keep going and you will get there. Coming back to the excuse of no time, this point is really important. When I started on my transformation and I actually started meditating, the last thing I did was thinking, right, I need to go into the gym and I need to start eating healthily, because my mind was so busy. Like, a lot had gone on that year in 2015, so I needed to calm my mind down and start, just kind of start getting rid of all the negative thoughts, trying to create some real calm in my own head. So meditation is absolutely key. You can start with 5-10 minutes a day, and it just means that you're going to slow your mind down. So you need to decide what your level of potential is. So for example, if you're a stay-at-home mum, your potential and your target is going to be a little bit different to what an athlete would be. So don't overwhelm yourself, don't create too much pressure on yourself, and just decide what that transformation means for you, and then just work gradually towards it. It's not as overwhelming as it sounds. Now it's time to face your fears. I had exactly the same sorts of fears that you might have before I started doing my transformation. I hadn't been training properly for a year. for me it was completely unheard of to have these sorts of fears, but I didn't want to go into the gym. I thought people might be looking at me thinking, why is he not lifting a lot of weights? You know, it might not be exactly the same for you, but you're going to have fears. It could be, you know, the fear of rejection, the fear of your friends not understanding why you're doing it and trying to drag you down. It could be, you know, fear of losing friends because you have to hang around with people who are going to better you. So whatever your fears are, you've literally just got to face them and you'll adapt. You know, a couple of weeks in, you're going to feel absolutely fine about it. So just get started. Don't worry about your fears too much. Face them and you will be absolutely fine, I promise you. So when you create change, you need to make a lifestyle change. This isn't about a 14-day detox. It's not about a 21-day transformation. You know, you need to do it over a long space of time so the results basically become hardwired into your body. So when you do a 14-day detox or a 21-day transformation, for example, that is literally just, that's a means to an end. It's not an end in itself. So understand that you are not going to achieve amazing results in such a short space of time. It needs to be an ongoing process. You need to transform your body all the time. It needs to be ongoing every single day of your life. Otherwise, you'll slip back into the old habits. So get the results hardwired into your system, get them hardwired into your brain, and that's when you're going to create a long-lasting change.